Shalom Aleichem. So we're at the zenith of pleasure. We reached the top, and it's the most elusive experience, and I'm telling you, I'm with you on this. We can't miss out on this. If this is the ultimate pleasure, and this is what we're living all for, we got to figure out how to tap it and how to experience it. You know, the greatest level of pleasure is actually, as we said, the relationship, the connection, the conscious living and walking with God. It says by Avraham Avinu that he walked with God. What does that mean he walked with God? He was consciously meditating on God every single second. Kabbalistically, the Chafetz Chaim, he wrote a book called the Mishnah Berurah. He writes in the beginning that the Kabbalists teach us that every one of us should continuously be able to envision God's name. This is very deep Kabbalah, but it's actually an obligation. It's the first thing that's taught in Shulchan Aruch, in the Code of Laws. We have to walk and imagine we're seeing Yud, K, Vav, K, the letters of God, which is Yud, and then a Hey, and then a Vav, and then a Hey, and we have to be conscious of it. And you should know someone who's able to do that on a meditative level is able to do a lot of incredible things. There's a famous story. In fact, one of my friends was once in a court case, and someone gave him advice that when the judge gets up and he's about to give the verdict, see God's name on his face. The verdict will change on your benefit. And he did so, and he did win. Now, okay, sounds a little bit wild, but the concept is true. Living with God starts with living with a very conscious level that there's a creator of the universe that's with us every single second. We're having a relationship and a constant awareness. That's true reality. And every second we're tapped out of that, we're really not living. Well, we're living 80%. It's kind of like the batteries, Duracell, 60%, 40%. The more pleasure you get, the more higher percent you're living with the experience of God. But the ultimate experience is to take everything, the apple, the wife, the being good, and connect it to the source of all that. That's God. That's the creator of the universe. And that relationship really breaks down to 6 constant mitzvot. 6 commandments that are the goal itself. It's fascinating that the Sefer HaChinuch tells us that 6 mitzvos are like the 6 cities of refuge. There was a concept when someone would murder someone inadvertently, he would run to what's called an Ir Miklat, a city, and he's allowed to stay, he's supposed to stay there until the priest, the Kohen Gadol, dies. The Sefer HaChinuch compares the 6 constant mitzvahs to these 6 cities of refuge. You know why? Because those 6 cities of refuge were a place where the Levites used to live. It was a place where a person trained himself to be in a constant awareness of God. A Levite, a Levi, was a person who would work in the Beis HaMikdash, where you have to be conscious, and you're living with the reality that God exists. That was the temple. That was the Beit HaMikdash. A person who kills inadvertently means he wasn't careful. He wasn't living with a proper awareness. Our job in this world, the ultimate experience, is to live with the awareness on 6 different aspects of the relationship that we have with God. And I'll give you a simple way to remember them. It's called the Ayayay. Aleph Yud, Aleph Yud, Aleph Yud. These are the 6 constant mitzvahs. These are the 6 different parts of our relationship, the 6 constant awarenesses that we're supposed to have in our life that make up that incredible relationship. And God willing, we'll discuss these concepts in the coming videos. Thank you.